In Steven Universe, the voice of Pearl, her name is Dee Dee Magno Hall.
Oh.
And people jokingly call her Dee Dee Mango Hall. And so when I hear Dee Dee Marie Holiday, I also think of Dee Dee Magno Hall. And so I think of Dee Dee Mango Holiday.
That's so funny.
Anyways.
That's hysterical.
Doo-doo Mango Holiday.
Doo-doo is so crazy. Doo-doo from the booty butt.
Okay, I also literally in my last week, I said the word booty butt once, and my team is like, I can't stop thinking about booty butt.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Literally, so many people have taken it and have started using it on Twitch, and I'm like, it's all Jess.
Because it's like, it's multi-purpose, like that looks like booty butt, or also like you are booty butt, or like I'm feeling booty butt. Like there's just, it's multi-purpose.
The funniest thing is that this came out of Balenciaga's talent show. Because I was doing my recap.
Out of her booty butt.
I was talking about the kazoo thing, and you said she put that in her booty butt. And it took me out so hard. I kept bringing it up because it was so funny.
Because she wanted it that way.
She subliminally messaged us booty butt.
I can't believe that's the origin of booty butt.
It's Balenciaga.
So Balenciaga is the booty butt diva of Los Angeles.
And she's well known for her kazoo tricks.
And they all say thank you, Balenciaga.
I've been listening to Boosh so often.
Boosh.
I'm gorgeous. But there's one line that still makes me giggle, and it's Verushka's, and she's like, and you will beg for more. And I think about it cutting to Khaled Karen, like wincing a little bit, like, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Michelle, what the fuck?
That was Electra Fence.
Electra Fence. Electra,
God.
who's also a fence.
And that one's called Hota Kana Hota, right?
Yeah.
I have to refresh my references all the time.
Supreme, who's also deluxe.
Are you ready to get into UK 5?
I think so.
Hi, hello, everyone. Welcome into That Sounds Gay, a podcast where we discuss every season of Drag Race in chronological order. And most recently, we covered Drag Race Germany, which y'all are eating up. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. We are now getting back into the UK. Kind of crazy to be back here after such a long time. My name is Jer, and our gay sound presented by Jessie today is...
Club Tiki Boo. Boo. Club Tiki Boo. Boo Tiki Boo Club. Club Tiki Boo. Boo Tiki Boo Club. Club Tiki Boo. Boo Tiki Boo Boo Club Tiki Boo.
Period. All I think of is Morning Musume. Cheeky boon.
Cheeky boon. Cheeky boon. The hand over the ear like there's a headset doing the fake DJ. Lady DJ. DJing. Wiki wiki.
Come on, DJ. So yeah, we are jumping into Drag Race UK Season 5. I watched this when it came out, but I stopped after Caramel went home. Did you watch it to completion? Scandal of.
I made it to completion.
Okay.
Yeah, we climaxed.
Period. How does it feel watching it again for you?
Honestly, it feels lively.
Yeah?
Because I don't think the season after this is Kyron Thrax's season,
yes,
right?
It is.
I didn't finish that season.
Really?
Yes.
People say that that's the best one.
So they say.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last season of UK I watched in its entirety.
Really?
So I do hold a certain sense of like, oh, look at you.
Yeah.
And like it feels like so long ago, even though it's only been a couple of years.
We're so close to the end of 2023. There's only a couple more seasons left. I think it's this, Italia, and then Canada 4. And then we're into 2024, where there's literally a bazillion seasons, because it's the last Thailand season. I think we get another Canada versus the world. We get another UK versus the world. It's literally like, it's crazy going forward. We're like, Belgique gets another one.
But we were talking about it before filming. The vibe around this time of filming is wonderful.
Yeah.
And I was saying, I feel like there's like a post-pandemic like flourish of like people who have been locked up, not able to perform, kind of
right,
not been able to fully do their thing, and also not perceive drag. And I feel
Totally.
like there is a joy in everyone being able to fully do drag, express their drag selves, but also watch live drag entertainment.
Yeah.
After several years of not having that.
Yeah. I would agree. I think around this time, not only was there like not enough live drag access, but there was also so much drag race. I felt like I was was a little overwhelmed, and so
Yeah.
I don't think I appreciated this cast at the time. But now rewatching it, I'm so locked in with them. I'm really liking them a lot.
Yeah, great group.
I think I'm feeling about this group the way that you felt watching Down Under 3, where like the first time around you were sort of like whatever about them.
Yeah.
But then this time around, it was like, oh, wait, they're all quite charming.
I love that rewatch of 3. That was so fun.
That was fun. I thought you were going to say I love that kind of
Stuff.
So before we get into our conversation about the first 2 episodes, I promised something last week because you were talking about wanting a Vogue cover.
Oh my God.
And I
my
worked
God.
on it for like 20 minutes.
Stop.
If you're ready for the potential cringe of this, because I got the rap part for you.
Is it gonna give Jamie Lee, you're all of us? Angela Bassett did the thing.
What's the Beyonce one?
Wait.
She has one that she did. She does it's not a full Vogue, but she does something on Cowboy Carter.
Wait, I don't even know that. Fake beehive.
Hold on.
Bayhive.
Hold on, I'm gonna find this, and then I'll cut it in post.
What?
Yeah, it's on. I think it's Break My Soul. She does a little breakdown in there.
I
That
had
was a
no idea
remix.
this existed.
Yeah.
That's fierce.
Yeah.
Love that.
So here's the one that I came up for you. Okay,
I'm
and
not ready.
I thought about it with you in mind. All right, and I practiced this like 100 times. Marisa Prisa, Megan Schoenbrod, Miss Mosu, and Cam Hugh, Kylie Sonique and Scandalove on Drag Race, a cut above. The Countess, Bernie Tormai. On the runway, free their mind. Morphine Dion, Mirage. Miss Fierce Delicious, Sabotage. They had fashion, they had face. Envy Peru, Kitty Space. Marina Summers, Fontana 2, Srimala, We Love You. Ladies with an attitude, queens that serve with gratitude. Don't just come in. Am I the drama? You can't take it from her. Bam.
Oh my God. I feel like you have to like pipe in applause and like post effects. Like, woo! Yes, Stevie work. Yes, Stevie. That was so good.
I worked on it
love
forever because I was trying to find everything that rhymed, and I needed to have Marisa Prisa, Megan Schoenbrod, Kylie, and Countess. Those ones I
Period.
knew I needed to have in there, but I couldn't figure out how to get Countess in there. And then I was like, wait, free your mind. Rhyme it with Tormai.
You just free your mind and the rest will follow.
And then you can't take it from her. I knew that had to be in there.
Also, the with gratitude. Fabulous.
I had to get Melinda Verga in there somehow.
The fierce, delicious sabotage of it all.
I was literally in there like counting syllables because it was like I was listening to the original and you'd be like, okay, that has 5 syllables, and I was like, Miss Fierce Delicious is too many. Where can I put her? So it was like it took a while.
What's that term called? Is it dynamic pentameter or whatever?
Dynamic pentameter.
When you're like writing poetry and there's like the amount of consonants. Or no, like
Syllables.
syllable. Yeah.
Probably. I'm unfamiliar with the works of Lady
Brr.
Diane Pentameter.
Diane Schoenbrod. Lady Diane Schoenbrod.
Lady Diane Schoenbrod could be a new drag queen name.
I would take that.
Someone out
I'll
there?
take up the Kelly mantle.
The Kelly mantle of it all. Okay, so let's get into episode 1. Tickety Boo.
Ticky boo.
Ticky Boo. People that don't know Morning Musume are probably constantly like, what the hell are these references? And then they look it up and it's like a random J Idol group that's been around forever.
Wait, is it tickety boo, not ticky boo?
It's Tickety Boo.
Oh my God! I even in the intro I said ticky boo.
It's okay. You were thinking Morning Musume.
It's like in the other intro when I said hi, I'm Kelly Hilton. It's hello, I'm Kelly Hilton. God. This subpar quality. We're gonna lose our subscribers. The gold tier.
Rue starts out by saying, "You're right, babes," and says that UK5 is gonna go off.
I love that every time RuPaul comes back to UK, she's like, "Oh, God, I just love your accent. I love the way you silly people talk. I'm gonna riff on that."
I love that Rue treats the UK like it's her holiday.
Yeah, she's on holiday, babe.
On holiday. I have a friend that is down in Australia and literally was on holiday for a month.
She's on Doo-Doo Marie holiday.
Doo-Doo Marie holiday.
Are you on Doo-Doo Marie holiday like me?
And they're the Queen of Christmas. And also Betty Davis.
Oh, God.
I love that season. I'm sorry. It's so iconic.
It kind of is. It's a core season.
Yeah. It didn't click till after, though.
It's like up there with 3.
Yeah. Like, we finished it, and then I was like, that was really good.
Yes. I think the finished piece,
Mm-hmm.
it's the whole overall. Like, it's the whole. It's the whole for me.
There's some seasons where, like, we go through it, and in the moment, I'm like, okay, I think I'm getting there.
Yeah.
And then we finish it, and I'm like, damn, that was good. I want to watch it again.
Yes.
And there's some others where it's like, it clicks right away. Like, Sweden was like that.
Yeah.
Every week, I'm like, oh, this is so good. I'm locked in.
Any of the Españas.
Mm-hmm. So we have first into the workroom this season is Tamara Thomas. Last week, I incorrectly said Tamara Thompson.
You did?
I did, and I didn't even realize it.
I didn't even realize it either, honestly. Not Tamara Thompson.
Tamara Thompson. She is 25 from Hartlepool, and she kind of looks like a Xehanort remix in this costume. Right?
Stop.
Like her and Taste could walk into the workroom together as like makeover partners.
Hateful. I mean, I guess I can see that. She's very nobody. She's very the world
Nobody
that never
is in
was.
the monsters. Not nobody is in she's nobody.
No.
Kingdom Hearts monsters, people.
She's,
She's giving nobody.
she's giving nobody. That's hateful.
That's such deep
She's
shade.
giving Xehanort. She's giving Final Boss.
Mm-hmm.
She's giving a world that never was.
Mm-hmm.
Tamara Thompson.
I already did it.
Oh, no.
Oh no. I did it. I ruined
You've
everything.
done it, Drizella. Tamara Thomas. In the face, though, she gives a little Demi Moore. She gives a little Kyle Richards.
They say Demi Moore a lot in the coming weeks.
But also, Demi Moore and Kyle Richards, to me, are interchangeable because Kyle Richards is just like a more like accessible Demi Moore. You know what I mean?
She kind of looks like Courtney Cox too, a little bit.
Courtney Cox Arquette.
She promises splits, sex, and splitting her fanny on the floor.
Yes, she's a firecracker. She's a lot of personality right off the bat.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with her immediately checking out her ass and being like, ooh,
Yes.
smack, that looks good. Next in the room is Banksy, and she says, thank God you can't smell me. Do you think Banksy smells bad, or do you think she smells good from here?
I don't want to generalize, but knowing that she's an alt queen, I believe her.
She looks like she smells like weed. Like that dank kush.
Like weed, but then also like stale. Like
Totally.
she smelled like weed, and then it like got humid, and then like she put it in her bag and like let it dry.
Sprayed angel perfume over it.
So it's like
yeah.
1% mildewy, but then like covered in like other things.
I believe her. She looks like a lovely soul, though. And I mean, I do wonder, and I wrote this down in my notes, how many queens do you think walk into Drag Race and just be stinking it up?
Stanking it up.
Stanky the starfish.
Well, because like I would say, out of curiosity, when you were a working queen, say you worked with 5 other queens that night, how many of them smelled?
At least 2.
See, so if you're on a cast of 12 girls, that means at least probably a third of that cast smells.
Oh, you're so right. A lot of them smelled like unwashed tights, and it was like a cheesy smell.
And also, like, I don't know, like, what kind of, like, what's the word? amenities, I guess, do these queens have access to? Like, do they have an on-site washer and dryer, or like, do they have to like get privileges to wash their tights, etc.?
It's like prison. If you do well in a challenge, you'll get some coins and you can wash your tights.
Yeah, you get quarters for the. Oh my god, you can choose if you want to use them for the vending machine or for the laundry. Choose wisely.
Any UK queens want to chime in, or any queens in general want to chime in? That's actually a funny concept. I wonder if they do, because they get them wet sometimes. They've got to have something there to help them.
Imagine first day, photo shoot, you get your tights soaking wet, you go back to your room, you don't have access to a dryer. So what are you doing?
Well, they've got a costuming department on site that helps make costumes for the queens for like the musicals. So they've got to have a way to sanitize them. In case something happens to them.
But it might be like a squeaky wheel gets the grease kind of situation where you have to say something like, hey, my tights need to be dry. Can you take these to a dryer?
Yeah, maybe. Well, remember in season 7, the girls kept saying that Violet stunk. So like, why didn't anyone from production just go and get deodorant for her and go, here, please wear this?
But sometimes stink is beyond deodorant. Sometimes stink is like soul deep, you know?
Put that on a t-shirt, Steve. So Banksy is 23. She's from Manchester, and she says she's going to serve some naked, non-binary glamour. And overall, they're an experimental kind of fashion queen.
Yes.
And also is Cheddar Gorgeous's child.
And I was curious what your thoughts were, because I know that's one of your favorite UK
love
queens.
Cheddar. You know, I can honestly see it, and I think it's funny that Banksy has these mouse shoes, the mice getting the cheddar. I kind of see it. I think that Banksy is such a more, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like a natural glam than someone like Cheddar, who's a little more avant-garde.
Avant-garde.
But like, I can see it. You can kind of tell the way that they're doing drag is a little different. It's a little outside of the box. And I enjoy Banksy a lot. I remember being devoed when they went home.
Yeah. I think your assessment makes sense, because Cheddar Gorgeous is a little more alien, whereas I think Banksy is a little more organic and from the earth.
Totally.
But still fashion.
Yeah. But it's fashion.
Yeah.
I like Banksy a lot. Next in the room is Miss Naomi Carter, and I forgot how fun she was.
She's a thick accent.
Yeah.
Literally like one of the most stereotypical accents, like really like right up there with like the accent you default to when you're trying to do something UK.
The Dick Von Dyke of it all. It's very, oh my God, what is her name? Top 3 from UK 1. Bag of Chips. It's very Bagga.
It's very Bagga. It's like
different accent, obviously, but like that level of thickness.
The level of thickness, but it checks all the boxes. Sorry to be hateful, but it checks all the boxes of like stereotypical Brit accent, where it's like it's a little wet sounding, like
yeah,
it's a little wet in the mouth, and it's a little like this, where you're like you're curling your like. It's just like, it's such like a stereotypical UK accent.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I almost feel offensive doing it, but she like, I love the balance between that and her just being like a gorgeous, like classy woman.
Totally. I want to ask my UK friends what they think like a typical American accent sounds like. If our interpretation of like a British or UK accent is like a wet sound, what's the American one?
Is it the vocal fry?
I think it might be, because that's what Godlin said when Godlin was like doing an English accent.
Yeah,
it was vocal frying.
Well, because if we default to like the Cockney like Dick Van Dyke kind of like, oh yeah babes, like do non-Americans default to the like, hi, I'm Crystal,
or like, howdy y'all. How's it going? Get me a stick of butter.
Yeah, I feel like it's either like country or Valley Girl.
Totally. Miss Naomi Carter is 23 from Doncaster, and she's just having a key the moment she walks in. We have next in the room Michael Maruli.
Michael Maruli.
Can I say, I feel like she's like low-key Gabriella Labucci'd by Rue and Michelle.
Oh, absolutely. There is something to say about if you have a name where they like saying it, it does something for you.
Totally. And it's like, I think that, I don't know, I'm getting offended on behalf of people who are not
You're
offended.
Ellie Diamonding right now.
Yeah, it's like, why are you giving them a sound? It's like, I don't know. Some of these queens are great, but then Rue and Michelle's penchant for them is like kind of obnoxious sometimes. I can't explain what it is.
And also like it's hard because part of me is like, well, are you going to be favored now?
Yeah.
It skews my perception of them, but
Yeah.
I do love Michael.
I do too, and I love a drag queen that just comes out with their government name, like a Cameron Michaels, Chad Michaels. It's like, you better just walk out there with your name.
Totally. And, you know, also watching this season, I think queens like her and Vicky, it's also a soft launch for other queens like Lavoie next season.
Oh,
Where we're having conversations about hardworking queens who have been in the business for a minute. And I think especially in the Drag Race boom of having tons of younger queens who got exposed to the show and to drag because of Drag Race, like, and nothing else.
Yeah.
I think that they enjoy highlighting the queens who have been in the business for a while and just never gotten their flowers. And I think they're doing that with Michael. And I think that is also setting up for queens like Lavoie next season.
Totally.
And how they do enjoy doing that with it's not just like a new generation, like Generation Rue queen.
Yeah.
But there's also these like long-standing professionals in the business that's finally having their moment.
And I appreciate that a lot. She kind of looks like, for any SoCal baddies, I don't know if you ever got to see Psychedela when you were going to clubs.
No.
But Psychedela Facade, she's an older queen. I want to say Psycha's older 50s, young 60s. Michael looks like a young Psychedela Facade.
Love that.
I wonder if I can find...
What club did she perform out of?
Long Beach.
Oh, I was like, was she in was she in like Santa Ana where I had to crumple up the bills and throw them at her?
No.
Oh, she's gorgeous. I love her.
Psycha's beautiful. Older queen has been doing this forever, but like Michael's got like her kind of vibe. Just like she walks in the room and immediately just has host energy, and she kind of is talking to them in a way where I can hear her be like, so who wants to work at my show on Wednesday? I've got a booking. If anyone wants $58, I can get one of y'all in.
A working girl can't help but clock in.
Yeah. She seems like she's clocked the moment she's there. She describes herself as a daft camp Geordie bastard with a heart of gold and a flair for the dramatic. Fierce. Great descriptors.
Love it.
And she's been doing drag for 15 years. So that's a long time. That's right around the time that Drag Race started. So you know she wasn't influenced by the show.
No, and like she definitely, like, her career has been separate from that. Because I think that's also another part of it, is there is something to say about the girls who have gone so long without being on Drag Race and are still doing drag. Because there's like a whole batch of queens who do drag to be on Drag Race, never get on Drag Race, never like keep doing drag. And they kind of let it peter out. But then there are queens who it's like they just keep doing it even if that is never like on the horizon for them even.
Totally. There's a lot of queens in SoCal that are like that. They've been performing forever. Like, we'll never see Jules Long Beach. I don't know if you're familiar with Jules. We'll never see Jules on Drag Race probably. But I mean, Jules has been in the business for like 20 years.
She just stopped listening.
Jules is like, well, then fine. I'm rescinding my audition tape.
She was listening to this episode as she worked on her audition tape. This was her background while she worked on it. And she said, fuck those boys.
Next in is Kate Butch, future UK versus the World contestant, top tour. She's 26 from Derbyshire. I really like Kate. Not the Dee Dee Marie Holiday. I'm sorry. I did not mean to. The brain rot hit you.
I like Dee Dee.
I like Dee Dee. I wrote that on a critique later.
It's interesting because we didn't talk about the season, but I mean off pod we talked about the season. We just perceived Kate in length.
We talked about her a little bit. Some of our episode talk, I left some of that in there where we were talking about the recaps.
Yeah, and how do I say this? I'll say more off pod. I feel like we're perceiving like a very different version.
We're perceiving the Squirtle to her Blastoise.
Not the Squirtle.
Well, I don't
with the sunglasses.
the cool sunglasses.
I will say though, I love this version of Kate. I love this initial run. I feel like a lot of them say like they're a bastard. I feel like she's a real bastard.
She is.
With her wheelies, heelys, whatever the term is.
it.
She's just such a troll.
Yeah.
And I think that we're also, okay, we're getting to that era where we're starting to get to the girlies who troll.
The Dons.
Yes. And like, or even like the Paolo.
Yeah.
Or like the Sammy. Like, I think that obviously she still takes it seriously, but we're also getting to the generation where they're not afraid to like kind of poke fun or piss off the judges a little bit. And I love that.
Me too. She describes herself as the Comic Sans of drag, instantly relatable, but ultimately tragic.
Period.
I'm obsessed. You know, it is a shame that she did so good in UK versus the World because, I mean, not that Tia and Blue didn't, because I don't want to invalidate either of their wins. I think that other people in the cast made bigger impressions to me during their runs.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that Kate did so good because I think she was the one who made a huge impression on me, a huge swing. But it was like, you cannot crown another UK queen. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, it is so unfair to bring in all these talents around the world. And so it kind of sucks that she glowed up so hard and, like, didn't get the prize because I think she deserved it, kind of.
No, and she was
tough.
great, and she was so beloved. I remember when the season aired, like, everyone was so in love with Kate.
Yeah. I love her
And I
here.
think they really wanted her to have another moment, which she got. But I would have almost loved to have seen her, like, as the global representation instead of Kitty. Sorry, Kitty.
No,
But,
truly.
like, something like that. You know what I mean?
Maybe it would have been a little too soon because I think, so timeline-wise, theoretically, they were filming this and then UK versus the World 2, and then Rue probably flew off immediately to Colombia to film Global.
Wow.
Probably. And then I think would have not flown to Down Under, obviously.
Yeah.
Then Michelle flew over there because then Rue had to start getting ready for other US projects.
So I agree she would have needed more time.
Yeah.
But if there had been a bigger wait between this season and Global,
Yeah.
I think she would have fared better in something like that.
Totally. Or if they didn't flop Global All Stars and were able to get renewed for a
Global
second.
2, yeah.
Kate would be great for that. Next up, we have Caramel entering, giving me chills when she was slamming that pipe pole on the ground. And
Yes.
just like, boom, boom, boom. I was getting the chills from it. She is originally from Atlanta, Georgia, and she is 26 years old.
She is diva. She obviously has a girl shook. They all know who she is. She definitely comes in and establishes herself as an alpha. I think, well, you haven't watched everything, but I think that she has a very interesting storyline where she basically comes in like a Sasha Colby and then slowly loses, what's the word? But also like she loses like not authority, but
Oh, I know what you mean.
because I don't want to say credibility because she's an incredible drag queen.
Presence.
But yeah, she like slowly becomes less and less of a threat to the audience as the season progresses.
Yeah.
And I think it's so interesting how they basically like peel back her character because she comes in as such an alpha and like the boss and like the diva. And she is.
Yeah.
But I feel like they make her less and less like intimidating of a competitor as the season progresses because she comes in so untouchable almost.
You know what it is? It's Taste and Ahura Part 2. She's the Ahura here. Ahura came in with tons of presents and is roommates with some who's
Tamara
with
Thompson.
Taste and Ahura were roommates, and then
Yeah.
Kara and Tamara are roommates.
Yeah.
And it's like you got this friendship dynamic situation where one comes in, they're really powerful, everyone seems kind of afraid of them and nervous about what they're going to do, they think they're going to pop off, and then slowly over the competition their presence whittles down a little bit and their roommate ends up going to the end.
Well, yeah, and like I don't want to jump ahead too much, but going into it, you think Kara is kind of the alpha between her and Tamara, and not to speak to like either of them being inferior to the other, but the way it shapes up in the end versus how it is staged in the beginning, you think Kara's going to be like the dominator all season.
Yeah.
Tamara might be a mid out. And obviously, like, we'll get to it, but that's not what happens.
Yeah.
So it's just very interesting how the intro versus the lasting, like, journey of the season don't really sync up.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Next in, we have Ginger Johnson, the inevitable winner of this season. She is 34 from County Durham. I have a question for you.
Oh,
Does she give winner right away to you?
right away, no. I remember watching it, and I mean, for most of the fan base, I don't think she was being considered a winner until mid to like third towards the end.
Yeah.
When she started racking up a lot of wins, and people are like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And
Same.
it was kind of, at the time, it felt unexpected. But now rewatching the season, I realized she was very present
Totally.
in the edit from the beginning.
Yeah.
We got a lot of talking heads. Obviously, she had placements early on.
Right.
But it was just interesting because looking back, she just wasn't on my radar of people I thought were going to win.
Yeah,
and I was
totally.
watching so many other queens. And even if she was being like present throughout the show, I didn't notice it because she wasn't someone I saw it for.
Yeah.
Until it suddenly started happening really fast for her.
And I feel like usually the winners of, especially UK Drag Race, they kind of stand out early. Like
Yeah.
Viv, Lawrence, Danny, they kind of stuck out. Not to say Crystal didn't, but I don't think I think I saw it for others. I think I saw it for
But I
like
mean,
Vanity or Victoria first.
Even then, she won challenges early on. Like, they all made an impression.
Yeah.
Where I don't think Ginger came in and made that bam impression right
Yeah.
away.
No, fully. Next in, we have Dee Licious, which is all one word.
Doodalicious.
I wrote down Dee Marie Hollalicious.
Stop.
She is 20 years old from Kent, so she is absolutely a child of
Absolutely
Drag Race.
little child baby, which is crazy because her sister's Crystal.
Versace. Is that Crystal Versace?
Is that Crystal? Stop.
She also describes herself as a MILF of drag. She's 20.
I'm obsessed with children who are young enough to be kids to MILFs, calling themselves MILFs in drag.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I don't think they lean into it enough because obviously they acknowledge that she's Crystal's sister. But what I don't think they play into enough is like Crystal was so polished and perfect and like unclockable from day one at such a young age. And Dee Dee is a great drag queen. Like, she definitely has it all figured out. And I really appreciate her like more mature perspective on drag. But like, I don't think they like made enough of a connection. Like, I honestly wanted more of that like Crystal and Diabetica sort of like perspective on it of like, well, they're in the same house and like she was giving this, like, what are you giving? But they choose a different edit for her, which is she's a competitive asshole.
She's the Scarlet Harlot of this cast.
Not the harlot.
The harlot. In this outfit, do you think she's the Queen of Christmas too?
Very Christmas. It's very like season 3-4. Like, it's very old school. It's very showgirls.
Totally. And next in the room is Vicky Vivacious. She is 36 from Cornwall. I wrote down the Srimala hair of it all.
Very
Is this a nod?
Srimala hair.
That
Very
Gucci
pooch
dress?
it out kind of hair.
She performs for the Armed Forces, and she's a general cabaret queen. It made me wonder, like, it's got to be the gay Armed Forces, right? Like, she's got to be doing, like, drag nights for the
I really
queer
wonder
members,
what
right?
it's giving. Like, I just imagine all of the armed forces lined up in their like mess hall where they eat, and then she's just like running through it like burp, 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 like money makes the world go round, the world go round. Like,
I'm dead. It's such an interesting perspective. I wish we could have dove more into what that meant, because I'm like, Is it a bunch of straight men that are like very confused? Like they think they're gonna get a woman and it's a drag queen?
Are they jerking off while she like?
Is she servicing the army at the same time? Or next in the room we have Alexis Saint Pete. She is 28 from London, but she's a Polish export. She's giving me Drag Race Holland down. Like she's got such Holland energy, doesn't she?
She really does. Why tell me? Why tell me? Why do I pray?
Days without Megan Schoenbrunn mentioned.
This look though too, it is very like I would have seen it on Holland.
Completely.
Like the look itself.
Yeah, she would have come in between Janie Jacquet and Sedergine. She would have been right between them.
We'll get to it. But yeah.
She describes herself as a clown stuck in a supermodel's body.
And I do see she is silly, goofy, haha. Yeah. But I think she's a little too, like, she needs to be louder for it to translate.
Totally. I think she's a cool person. I think she was a little out of her depth. She probably needed one more year to cook, I think. Rue enters the workroom and tells the queens that their first challenge is going to be a fierce impressions ball, and they're going to be judged in 3 different looks. This is kind of soft launching what becomes the Canada's Drag Race standard, the Gets to Know You ball. They will be performing in daytime drag, which is surprise, exactly what they're already wearing. And then it cuts to all the queens looking cracked. And I don't mean to be hateful right away, but Naomi's breastplate rubs on her neck and shatters and crinkles that makeup. Oh. I wrote down the queens are more cracked than Naomi's neckline.
Hateful.
I know, I'm sorry. Steve cut that. It's really mean.
If we want to read, we can talk about that line on somebody's neck right there.
Michelle said in a comment, she still doesn't know what that means.
Stop.
Because Kelly posted a video of it was her talking with Tammy during her podcast, and it was like a little clip of them talking about that, and Michelle was in the comments saying, I still don't know what the makeup line means. And I'm like, Miss Michelle, come on now. Then the second look they'll be performing is up in the club, where they'll need to impress a group of international jet setters, and they've got an hour to get ready for this performance. Do you remember when they gave... This just happened like days ago when they gave the queens half an hour in Drag Race Germany to get ready, and Lele just like put on a base, and it was like, what did you do in 30 minutes? That's what I want to know with all these queens. What'd y'all do in an hour?
Literally, it looks like some of them just like took off like accessories and then like ran in a circle
for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot of them have the same wig, the same boots or shoes. But then I wonder what the prompt was they were given, because they all had almost identical versions. You probably have the wiki up and can look.
Yeah.
They have almost identical versions of what they already wore, and we'll get into them in a second. But our guests of honor are Pangina Heels, looking beautiful and sickening in yellow. There's photos on the wiki, but they're grainy. We have Lady Camden. Great pick for being a UK/US rep. Then Nikki Doll, representing France. I think also a smart pick. Silky Nutmeg Ganache, Blue Hydrangea, Sminty Drop, Jimbo. What an odd assortment of queens.
I feel like they wanted to do something by having Jimbo and Pangina there together.
Totally.
Sminty is coming off of her recent elimination, which Vicky plays into. But yeah, it is an interesting mix for sure.
Yeah. It's odd because, I mean, Rue doesn't know anybody from around the world. So what, Rue invites a couple random people that maybe she's never interacted with just to have them there. A random person from another corner of the globe, but like they wouldn't know Rue and she probably wouldn't care to have them. I'm just surprised they didn't pick someone from down under to also be there.
Oh,
you know,
true.
At least one. And then maybe someone from Holland too. I mean, bring in Janie for Christ's sake.
That would have been fun.
But yeah, so they all have to do a performance, and I wondered what they were listening to. Did they have like a number they could dance to?
I think about that so much because like the pressure of just like going on to that like area and just dancing for everyone. But I'm like, what was the song? What was the vibe? Was it like lyrics? Was it just instrumental? Was it like super generic club music?
Yeah.
Was it like basically like Wii Shop music? Like what was going on?
You've seen those videos where like they'll take a Lady Gaga song, and they'll
replace the audio.
and it'd be them being like,
yes.
ooh, ooh,
yes.
ooh.
And it's like,
like
no
that.
music version. Literally, yes.
Squeaky shoe, squeaky shoe. Romance.
Yeah. And
I love them so much. They're so funny. So Tamara's basically wearing the same thing. She's wearing Banksy. I don't think changed. I think this is the same costume.
just without the coat.
Yeah.
That's what confused me about, like, were they prompted when they got the entrance look?
Oh, yeah.
Like, wear something that can convert or has a performance ready, like, alternate version of it, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because the ones who did change have something that is essentially the same look in performance mode. Like, it's not like they put on a different look. It is the same fabric, aesthetic, whatever they walked in. Because it was like, it was like Mikey, Dee Dee, Ginger, Alexis. Like, they all came in and basically their entrance look just in like the performance mode of it. It wasn't a different look that happened to align.
Yeah.
So I am confused in what the prompt was there, if they were told to have either it be convertible or have a complementary performance look for it. Vicky too.
Yeah.
Because she had that more like
Tamara.
And Tamara, yeah. They're literally like the performance looks of it. Like just super stripped down and like low key. I don't know what the prompt was there.
Yeah.
Because it's too likely to be a coincidence, I feel.
Yeah. Like a runway version and then a dance version of the same costume.
Well, especially Ginger's. Because Ginger's wearing like a cocktail dress and then it's the same fabric as like a weird little like shimmy bodysuit.
Yeah. And it's like if you're told, hey, you're going to be doing a performance number. And then they were like, well, this is the only one I got. So.
Well, this is it.
This is the one. Did anyone stand out to you that you really enjoyed?
Highlights for me.
Yeah.
Neither good nor bad.
Uh-huh.
Tamara introducing her signature move.
Uh-huh.
As you call it, the tired waitress. She loves that move.
She loves that move. We're going to get so tired of it next week.
Thought 2.
Uh-huh.
Vicky doing the Sminty twerk.
Oh, yes.
And they loved that. Like, she invented drag. And then Dee Dee's fight with her wig.
Dee Dee lost that wig. It's so tough. I mean...
With Pangina's... The wig.
The wig.
The wig.
It's so tough. I've not ever lost a wig on stage, but I genuinely would... I'd leave. I'd walk out. I'd be like, please cut me.
But I'm also like, oh, God, if you had an hour to prepare, what's 10 minutes with some bobby pins?
Yes. What's 10 minutes when you did nothing else? So then after the challenge, Rue announces that the runway theme is Fierce Impressions Eleganza, and they all begin to undrag. And I don't mean to take a whack at this woman already, but I would like to address Vicky Vivacious's contour line to her actual skin tone. To me, I said for me, it's giving flan. You know the top part where it's a little cooked?
Whoa.
And then it's really milky in the bottom half?
But that's also weird because it's like when such a pale person is contoured so deep, I'm like, you just look like damaged. Like you look like worn down.
Yeah, totally.
Beat up.
You should not have that much contour.
Yeah.
That's all. I just had to bring it up because it was stressful to me. Banksy and Cara immediately start bonding about their gender identity. They have a really beautiful moment where Cara reveals she's auditioned every single year, and she specifically mentions the number 6. There are only 5 seasons of UK.
I was about to say that felt like a read, and it like for the read challenge, like, girl, how'd you audition for Drag Race 6 times, but we're on season 5? Like something like that. You know what I mean?
It could be a really sickening read. But then I got thinking, she must have auditioned for season 11.
She must have. At some point in the U.S., when she was in the U.S. before she moved, she went for U.S. Drag Race, and then she went to the U.K., and then she auditioned for the U.K. every season?
Yeah. If this is her 6th time. Unless she misspoke.
I mean, I believe it. Because
Yeah.
she seems like not like, because it's like not to, because there are girls who audition every year, but it makes sense because she's the kind of girl that I could see her on Drag Race. So it makes sense for her to audition every year because
Yeah.
I like believe that she'd be on Drag Race.
Totally. And the girls are talking about who they think are going to be in the bottom just based on the performance. And Dee Dee is pretty sure that it's going to be her and Alexis, which gets Alexis Saint Pete activated.
Okay.
Tailspin.
So I want to know your thoughts on
Yeah.
this because this was a big drama.
Totally.
Everyone was like, Dee Dee's being she's being,
An instigator.
she's playing, she's trying to get Alexis in her head. She's saying that to trip
Right.
her out. Do you think that was the case?
I think that Dee Dee was, one, being strategic to try and get someone in their head so that she could potentially beat them, because I think that Dee Dee knew that she wouldn't be able to beat a lot of these girls based on how the day before went. I think that she was trying to... I think she genuinely thought, okay, I'm going to figure out who I'm against.
Yes.
So then I can game plan, get in their head, and then I'll beat them in the lip sync because I'll get them thinking that they're booger bottom. And just as bad as I was. So I think it was a combo of both. But also, I mean, Alexis talks on this in the following week that she allowed herself to get in her own head and to tailspin really hard. It's so tough because it's like, Drag Race is going to bring out your worst insecurities. And if you cannot self-medicate in a way that is going to help you get through the challenge,
Yeah.
you're cooked. And when Van and I were talking during my interview with her, she was talking a little bit about that. Like, you have to have your stuff together when you go to Drag Race because, like, you're on your own. And I mean, that really is the case. And I think Alexis was a little out of her depth here.
Well, and she was even getting a little swayed by... They were trying to encourage her, but I feel like when Dee Dee said what she said, all the queens acknowledged it, and I feel like them acknowledging, like, oh, she's trying to psych you out, made it worse.
Totally.
Because they're like, say something back, like, whatever. Like, I feel like that's almost worse because it's making you more in your head, because it's making it, like, a bigger issue, at least in my perspective.
I get that. Well, and it's
So-
tough for her, too, in that situation, because then it's like, okay, so you're basically validating that she's trying to get in my head. Why is she picking on me?
No, seriously. And also, like, I don't know if this is on her radar, but from a reality TV point of view, that is a nightmare because I'm like, oh my God, I'm becoming a storyline right now.
Yeah.
Like, once it's said and other people are acknowledging
Totally.
it and it gets wheels, I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, like, now I'm going to be a talking point. And they're saying something about me being, like, probably going to be in the bottom or, like, I'm going to get sent home by Dee Dee. Like, I don't know if that is something that they all think about in the moment, but I know if I was ever there, and I'd be way too anxious to ever be there, but I would definitely be thinking about stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like a storyline is forming right now about me.
This exact thing we're talking about happens in the following episode with Cara and Tamara.
Oh,
And
my
we'll get into that. I don't want to
God,
get too ahead of
yes.
this. So on the runway, Rue made me gasp in this yellow number. I haven't talked about the hosts other than Diane Brill. I haven't talked about the host looks in a while. This little yellow structured number with the floral right on the cooch. This is cute.
Very cute. You know, I don't love this era of hair for RuPaul, the white hair, but this gives me like golden era RuPaul in the silhouette, like this with her golden hair, like in like that kind of Matthew wave. Like I could totally see that for her. So I really like this dress. I agree.
Yeah, Ruth served some of her hardest looks in season 7, and I'm always thinking about season 7 RuPaul and wanting her to have that level of quantification every week.
Yes.
Because, like, there's not one miss in season 7. Not one. Even that kind of ugly, cheapish Easter dress for the green runway, the parody challenge.
Yes, but
Even that's
it
cute.
was still quirky.
Yeah.
It was unique.
Anyways, unique. That's what you are. Kristen McMenemy. It makes her very first appearance. I love her. I remember you when you were nothing. She's so sickening. Diva alert here.
Seriously, yeah, mandatory diva worship.
I clocked in. So the runway theme is called Fierce Impressions Eleganza Extravaganza. And they changed the runway theme to Free to Be, which it's been a little bit of love for the last 4 seasons.
How do you feel about that song?
I associate it with Drag Race UK. So to switch it to Free to Be, I'm like, no, bring back a little Scandalove.
I feel this. a little scandal love. No, I feel that though. Ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 da. Like
It's so
that
good.
instrumental part of it,
Yeah.
like it is UK to me. I feel the same way.
Yeah. I hate when they change the theme. I'm like, no, bring it back. So first up is Michael Maruli. Let's go through all of these because I mean it's fierce impressions.
We got to.
Can I say I love this? This is such cool drag to me. I love the shape of those exaggerated hips. She looks like the thinnest woman on earth.
Did you feel like it was like hateful shade when Michelle called her Lady Gaga impersonator?
Completely.
I thought that was so hateful when she's like, it's a little Lady Gaga impersonator. I was like, ooh,
Where?
that just felt like so discrediting. I was like,
Totally.
damn. I feel like even Michael was like, ooh, damn.
Right? I don't know. I don't really get that, but I mean, the shape is so cool. I normally don't love these drag queen sequins. Like every drag queen has those and has a lip sync
Yeah.
loofah, but this is such a cool incorporation of them.
And she just gives such like queen of the club.
Yeah.
You know, like she is the main event at her home bar.
She would come out and I'd immediately start counting my ones to make sure I had enough to give a bunch to her and still tip the other queens.
Totally.
I'd be
yeah.
like, okay, I have 15. I can give her at least 8.
Yeah, totally.
And then we have Alexis Saint Pete. She is giving a Polish queen. I like the headpiece and the pops of red are cute.
I like the headpiece. It's just hard because like it feels so similar to her entrance, and I do kind of agree with the judges there. Like it just feels like her entrance plus a train.
Yeah. Do you agree with her high placement?
No,
Thank
and I
you.
feel like she was like a high-low, where it's like you're in the top, but you're in the top so we can critique you.
Yeah. Which they didn't really even do anything with that story.
Yeah, it was so strange.
And they had stories set up from the get-go. They literally had stories set up in the workroom that people thought she was going to be in the bottom. I think it would have made more sense to keep her safe and then let her stress out a little more of that. And then kind of play in on that TV part.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's exploitative, but I just don't really understand why she was in the top because they did nothing with her in the following week.
Especially because, like, even, her critiques felt more like, oh, well, you stumbled, you need to do more of this. So it's like you weren't in the top as much as, like, we just wanted to give you feedback.
Yeah. Next up is Ginger Johnson.
Yes.
This is ugly.
You hate it.
I really hate this look. I love that she sewed it herself, but it's matronly. It looks like curtains in like a daycare.
I will say it's very matronly. I think the cut is not giving. I love the print. Like, I love that the flowers have little smiley faces on them.
Yeah, that's cute.
It would be cuter and more of like a, hate to compare, but like I see her as like a Kasha Davis kind of queen.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love to see this in more of a Kasha Davis silhouette where it's more of that 60s, like,
mod.
yes, like almost not like a poodle skirt, but she loves that kind of like day dress, like sundress kind of silhouette where it is like a little bit past the knee. Like it has good movement when you spin, and it's like a
could
little
see
mod,
that.
a little housewifey.
Yeah, yank it up like 3 feet off the ground, put a piece of crinoline underneath it.
Yeah, so it has some
Yeah.
body to it. Like I could see
Body.
it being more in that Kasha Davis, like housewifey kind of POV rather than this where it was like garden sundress almost. But it was a little overpowering. But I love the fabric.
The fabric is really pretty. I would agree. I think I just don't like the cut of it. And then the way that it's like the high-waisted, I'm not really... That's an empire waist, I think, right? I'm not... Or an empress waistline, I think. I'm not really here for that. Make the sleeves thinner. They don't need to be puffy.
And like what you said with Alexis, she's an interesting high where she's almost like a low high of... Obviously, they liked this look, but they had a lot of critique about her performance and how she kind of like was restrained and held back at Club Tiki Boo. So her and Alexis were both strange like highs, but we wanted to give you critique and talk about you.
Yeah, totally. Like, you can tell they like her already. They're just trying to find ways to talk with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Next is Delicious. Can I be hateful? I'm sorry, Dee Dee, if you're listening at this part.
Spill.
She looks like a thumb caught in a door. The way that her head is so small around that giant box around her, this big circular shape with all those feathers. It looks like her finger is in a door handle or something.
The way that like her head goes straight down into the bosom, it definitely feels like when I try to draw anatomy and I feel bad about myself because like I hate the human form I've created.
Yeah.
I definitely get that. She has such a sensibility for that like old school type of drag. But
old.
But I feel like it's interesting because I feel like maybe she doesn't have as many resources to perfect it around her. Mm-hmm. And it's more so going off of like intuition and like the resources available to her. But it's not someone like a Mikey Meeks where
right.
you know that they're like raised by people doing that shit.
Totally. Know? This looks like it was made for Crystal.
Ooh, drag her.
Like, it looks like something that was made with Crystal in mind. Because this looks like something she wore. You know?
Do you have Crystal in mind when you're sewing?
There's so many crystals now, I have to specify. Crystal Versace. Not Crystal Method. Not Crystal Forever. Not Crystal Will See You Now. What is Crystal's official last name? I don't know what it is.
Crystal the lawsuit winner.
Next we have Caramel looking gorgeous. I love this color palette choice. It almost is like a feminized camo.
I see that. I mean, it's very natural and earthy.
Yeah.
But I think that lends itself well to sort of like, was it Queen of the Dead? Is that what she was? I mean, I get Queen of the Dead from this because I think of that like kind of reference.
Like Aaliyah?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see that.
Where it's like that meets like sort of, yeah, like this like patchwork because I do love the texture of the skirt. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like a little Queen of the Dead meets like... Is it supposed to be chocolate as well? Was that a concept?
I don't think I
or
didn't
caramel.
Write down.
Sorry,
it was probably caramel.
I was like, is it a food?
Is it chocolate? Her name is Caramel.
I was thinking of was it Black Peppa that did that chocolate dress?
Yes, it was.
I think I was thinking of that with the headpiece because I'm trying to remember what is this headpiece supposed to be? I'm trying to zoom in on it.
Oh,
it looks like bones to me.
It does. It was made out of something specific, and I almost wrote down what it was because it was so cool.
Because I'm like,
and I forgot to write. There's like little dudes on it. There's like little tiny dudes that are up there too.
Well, I wish I had remembered what she said the headpiece was.
I don't think she mentioned it because I usually write that down. But now that I'm zooming in on the patchwork, it almost looks like people. It looks like tons of little silhouettes. So I almost wonder if this is supposed to be like some type of human race commentary.
Race?
I almost wonder if this is like a human conversation. Like, we're all one people, even if we have different skin tones, we're the same.
This is what India Farah thought she was doing for her Love the Skinnier in Runway.
India catching strays out here. No, it's really sickening. I love this look.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Banksy giving us some graffiti. She had the longest walk ever because she could not move in it. But this, to me, this is my number one of the night. Okay,
because that was really my main question was, like, how do you feel about walkability versus, like, look?
Oh, if you were serving Puss and Kunt, then you're serving. I don't care how long it takes you to get down the runway.
Well, totally, because I think about Alaska's trash bag, where, like, she literally was, like, scooching down the runway and took 5 ever, but that was kind of, like, iconic in its own right. And, like, I don't know, I think she was fun with it. It wasn't, like, awkward or strained. And I love how it ties directly into the hair. Like, it's all, like, the same shade of red. Very
and she's got a rat, too.
Love the rat. It's almost like... something about her, like, it's almost like Silent Hill to me, like this red. Like, it's very, like, horror video game. Like, in a cool way. I love it. I associate in a cool stylistic way. When I think of, like, London street, I think of, like, graffiti prints. Yes. Not to say that London is graffitied the fuck up or anything, but, like, I think about, do you remember Pixie Polite's
neon look.
With the green hair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it was like that graffiti looking thing.
Street art.
Yeah, street art. Like, I think about that. I think of London's street art.
Yeah.
What taste is look? Her entrance that she walked in.
Street. Like actual street.
Please. Yeah, it's cool. This is my number one. Vicky Vivacious is next, serving the troops down boots.
Very stereotypical.
Very. I just thought about Cali Tropical from Drag U.
Cali Tropical.
Very stereotypical.
This is very like what you would expect for Drag Race UK.
Completely.
Runway. So good
I'm
for
representing London.
Love her for that.
I don't love it. I don't love it a lot. I think this was low safe for me. Plus, I just didn't care for her performance that much. I was kind of gagged that she had a top placement.
I really don't understand even the top placement at all, let alone the win. I was trying to hold back my hatred. I'm sorry.
No, I feel the same way.
I'm just like, I don't even think she should have been top, let alone be a winner.
I agree.
It really gagged me.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have Kate Butch. She came around the corner and I started laughing. Like, this is so hideous and wretched, but why do I kind of love it? As awful as it is, I kind of love how bad it is.
It's like a double fuck you because it's the ugliest hair and dress you've ever seen, and she's on a hoverboard. And I love the commentary of Alan, like, cackling and loving, and they're like, what about Michelle? Oh, Michelle hates it.
I love that she has this ugly grape print dress, and she's on a Segway. Like, what is any of this? There's, what is that? Lime green at the bottom, tulle for whatever reason. And then emerald green, preceded by a foresty mint green that has nothing to do with any of this. The grape color is completely different from the neck ruffle, is completely different from the two grapes she has in her hair. The green that's in the wig is completely different than everything else. There's just so many wrong things, and this is wretched, but I'm so here for it.
But you're living.
I don't know why I love it. I think I really appreciate this kind of just... Can't mute this part. Just like shitty drag. Like,
do you have shitty drag like me?
Said not in a derogatory way. Like drag that's just like kind of dog shit. You know what I mean?
Purr.
I love it. It's so bad that it circles
love
to
that
good.
kind of shit.
Next we have Naomi Carter. I love the color theory of orange and blue. I like that she's doing Diana Ross.
I actually really love this.
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, between her entrance look and this, she had a great package.
Yeah. Top. I don't like the green earrings, though.
Questionable styling.
Yeah.
But she had the right idea. The earring choice is crazy. I don't think it belonged there at all. Like, just do like silver or gold.
The breastplate too.
Okay, well,
she loves that plate.
Her relationship with the female anatomy is troubling, and that will be revealed next episode, but we'll get there.
Yeah. I like it. She could have been high. Next we have Tamara Thomas. Her wings broke on the runway.
Okay, well, speaking of could have been high, I think if her wing thing had pulled off, she would have been high, but she flopped it and she played it so awk.
Yeah. What would you have done? Like, what do you think she should have done? Just taken him off? Left him on the ground or what?
I don't know. It was just like you could see her getting like wah as they weren't working, and then as they started pulling, like I feel like she really needed to like yank them to her because she like she was holding them like half-assed, so they were like still dangling. She needed to like pull them tight to her so that they weren't like hanging off of her body.
Yeah.
But then even as like the initial stunt wasn't pulling off, like she just had such an awkward like, oh, well, this is it kind of look to her as it was fumbling. So I was like, girl, like you got to carry it a little better.
Let's do that again.
Oh, well, this is it.
That got me. That's so funny. I wonder if she had an invisible umbrella that she could have just put up above her and then switched her costume while she was there. The Germany product.
You're going to jail. Not the jerk off umbrella. Not the public jerk off at the park umbrella.
Please. So they start to announce the tops and bottoms.
quote unquote.
We haven't addressed something.
Oh.
They'd show the wide, and I legitimately was like, what the fuck is this wide shot? They never use the Rue camera. This is the lip sync camera. And I was like, what is this? And suddenly I had an ego Ratatouille moment where I like grabbed my chair and I was like, there was another queen.
A little scandal of.
Do you remember this?
It's crazy because it's like they really did the job.
Yeah.
Because people don't even talk about it anymore.
No, I brought it up on social media and I had so many people replying because I took a screen grab. Hold on, let me see. This one right here. And people were like, wait, what are you talking about? I didn't think Caramel did anything wrong. There's a Bigfoot sighting for almost every shot of this random blonde wig behind people's bodies. Because they found out so for anyone that doesn't know the tea, episode 3, overnight between 2 and 3, they found out that one of these queens was a Sherry Pie variant and they booted her. I don't know if they told the cast, hey, don't bring her up at all. Just treat her as if she doesn't exist, because there was no conversation about her at all. They completely edit her out of the episode. They do all of these crazy pan-in shots, and they normally don't crop that much. So all these shots for these first 2 episodes are so wonky because they're using random cameras they don't normally use.
Yeah, they're using the alternate footage.
Mm-hmm. It's wacky.
And it's crazy because, like, most of us have forgotten that.
Mm-hmm.
So it really shows how effective editing can be.
Yeah. Anytime that I think, oh, Drag Race is probably not swindling or bamboozling me in some way, I remember this. And I'm like, they literally edited out a queen to the point where nobody would notice her if you weren't looking. You would literally never know. They fully are manipulating us so many times.
Oh, God. I mean, it's true, though, because it's like, if they can edit out an entire person's run, how could they not edit out a winning performance or enough to justify someone being safe in the top, whatever?
Yeah. So they call Michael, Alexis, Ginger, Caramel.
Did you say caramel?
I did say caramel. There's a caramel, there's caramel, there's caramite, and there's another Cara somewhere. Forget who. And Vicky as the ones who are left on the stage, and they're all the top queens this week.
And then the rest of them get to go to Untucked and decide who the bottoms are. And I thought that was so fun.
It was so funny seeing them try to figure it out. And then, again, random Bigfoot sighting that keeps being this blonde wig that every once in a while pops up and stuff because it's inevitable.
A floater.
But you just... Floater, I barely know her. But you'd never know if you weren't looking for it.
It's so crazy because imagine if it had been someone like Silky in season 11.
Oh, my God.
Where they were such a big presence and, like, super central to everything. Like, how could you edit around them? Like, thank God they didn't seem to be much of a star.
Oh, right? Well, and also, I mean, great luck that they happened to have this queen in shots where she was behind people all the time.
Exactly.
Because, like, what if she was, I'm thinking, on, like, this corner of the stage here when they're standing up there for the lip sync. What if she's closest to the door?
Yes.
They'd have to constantly be using the little side cameras or crop it, like, this close every time. 2 queens stand before us.
The staging of it all, but even how she sat in Untucked, how, like, the episode went down, like... Imagine if it had been Banksy, who had been, like, center on the couch, leading the conversation. Like, it just is crazy how well it worked out.
Yeah, and how well they were able to edit around her. There is super early foundational groundwork set up here that Alexis is very influenced by the others in the room. And it then cuts to Ginger talking about how Dee Dee is bringing down the energy of the room. And if I remember correctly... Dee Dee's entire storyline is that she's like very me all season long.
Yeah, so they're kind of immediately setting up Dee Dee to be kind of a piece of shit. Because it's like, well, first you're trying to throw Alexis off her game and get her psyched out. And I think from there on out, it's kind of always like, oh, Dee Dee's kind of like the worst.
Yeah. That's like her storyline, yeah? Throughout the rest of the
season? I guess
so. I kind of remember her getting a lot of story time about that
Yeah.
she's selfish and too self-centered. And we talked about this, I think it was literally last week with Drag Race Germany, that when queens think they're going to be just in a high position, they're not going to have to lip sync, there's going to be a bottom two, they don't prepare the lip sync. They just don't think about it at all. And Cara brings up that she didn't listen to this song. She probably thought like, oh, I'm safe. I don't need to know the lip sync song.
And okay, because that's always how I wonder, like, how that plays out. Because if you thought you did good, do you feel like, oh, great, I don't have to learn that song? Or does a producer come and be like, hey, just like, I just want to tell y'all, like, anything could happen tonight. If you think you did well, maybe you should learn the song too.
Yeah.
Like, do they say anything like that? Or do they just, like, let them suffer?
I think they just let them suffer.
Suffer.
So the two of them, they come back to the stage and Carmel and Vicky Vivacious are called as the top two. Did you agree?
No.
Who, if you had to just choose from this five, who would you have picked?
Caramel, Michael Maruli.
Same.
Okay, period.
I wanted Michael in the top two.
Caramel, Michael Maruli.
Michael's just such a professional and
Yes.
looked so good on that stage. One of my favorite looks on the night.
Well, and especially because they were giving her, I mean, the conversation happened when it happened, but I thought it was going to go somewhere because she talked about being in the industry so long and never feeling like you had your moment.
Yeah.
And obviously it happened for Vicky, who is the other part of that conversation. But I just thought something was going to happen for Michael, and it hasn't happened for her yet.
Yeah.
From where we like end off. So I just thought something was going to happen for her, you know?
That conversation got me weepy low key.
I think it was interesting in, again, the era of drag, like Generation Rude drag queens. I think it was cool to hear from someone who like was just doing this because drag was their life. And I think the queens who are a little more like being on TV, like instant gratification, like fueled, the concept of doing drag when it was not cool, did not get you anywhere, did not make you money, but you just still did it and suffered through it because like it was the tea for you.
Yeah. And as someone who is in the entertainment industry and is constantly just hustling, there was a lot that resonated with me of like doing something because you love it and just really hustling and grinding and hoping that people will connect with it and like finally getting the break. That resonated with me. I was like boohooing at my desk.
Oh, I mean,
cute.
I think that is very real in almost all of those like sort of entertainment industries of like you kind of just grind until you have your moment.
Yeah.
And like it was a connection of two people who have been doing it for a really long time and hadn't had their moment yet.
Totally.
And kind of feeling like we're encroaching on a moment. But yeah, I mean that's real because you can grind for so long and never have that.
Some people do. They grind forever and they never make it. I mean, there are queens that I know personally that have auditioned since like the time that I was auditioning back when I started in season 8 or 9, whenever I started auditioning.
Yeah.
I know one personal friend that's been auditioning every year since like season 9, I think. I think made it through one round of interviews one time and never got any other callbacks after that. And it's like, and they do drag full time. Like they're doing the thing. But, like, they really want to get on the show, and they can't.
I mean, it's just like, well, it does so much for you, you know?
The lip sync song this week, the top 2 for the win, is Ooh Ah, Just a Little Bit.
Ooh Ah.
Did you like this song for the first one?
It was fun. It was so UK. This is such a UK-ass song.
Totally.
Like, what is it with that UK pop?
Yeah.
It also felt like... I mean, Cara was not ready in that outfit and also not ready in spirit or soul.
You're right.
So I think Vicky was just a little bit more present in the moment, whereas
Totally.
Cara was just kind of managing through it, which was unfortunate because I think this was more Cara's episode than it was Vicky's episode.
Yeah, 100%. She had all the setup.
Yeah.
She was such a main character. And it's interesting that she is established as such a presence and then doesn't win this first one.
Yes. And like, I don't want to say goes down from there, but like,
It takes her a bit to get back up.
she has a challenging edit.
Yeah. It cuts to her saying that the following week there's going to be eliminations. And I just want to address that it shows Michael Maruli in the background looking like a villain in a TV movie, looking so sickening, posing here, just waiting for the info.
The ultimate sickening Power Rangers villain.
Completely such a Rita Repulsa variant. And episode 2, the last one we're going to be talking about today, is called Perfect Looks. This is a fun little group here. The cast seems kind of small, though. I think that has a lot to do with the fact they edited out one queen.
Yeah, for real.
It just seems so tiny. It seems like a capsule season almost. Cara says she's not going to get caught up not knowing her lip sync words again and makes that a promise. And the kind of early story setups are that Kate wants to do acting or something in her wheelhouse, and Dee Dee's doing the I can do anything, so I'll take any challenge. I can beat you all at everything.
Yeah. Name the occasion.
And the very next day, Alexis and Dee Dee patch things up. And Alexis says, oh, I didn't mean to claim all that negative energy, and I should not have done so. I don't know. It felt a little performative to me.
It definitely was like...
On Dee Dee's side, sorry.
No, I get that. It was becoming a storyline, so I feel like it had to be talked about.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that definitely took off, like, what she said and how it progressed. And, like, I honestly feel like it even influenced Alexis's placement that night.
Completely. So they do a mini challenge that's called Cat Out of the Bag, which is, like, musical chairs meets Drag Race superlatives. And they pass around this bag. Whoever it lands on, they get a buzzword. They have to assign it to a queen. I've talked about these before. I don't really like these early season superlative challenges. I don't like the mid or end season ones. I much prefer the way that Philippines did their ranking episode. Do you remember that mini challenge where they set them down individually and they said rank all the queens 1 to 10? Who is your number one competition? Who's the bottom? And then they accumulate the scores at the end and don't tell them the results, because I feel like that generates some interesting storyline where, you know, it's not necessarily meant to, like, gang up on someone where it's like, you're the farty one. It's just like, well, on an accumulative score, they all felt like this person was the strongest, and this is how they ranked everyone to the bottom. Mm-hmm. So if you feel some type of way about being in the bottom, do better. It's not a direct attack on you because it's completely anonymous. So I don't know. I feel like these just kind of generate a little bit of hatred. I don't know. I don't like them very much.
Well, it's also like, I hate when it's on day 2 as well.
Right.
It's basically like, hey, based on your like super initial first impressions, like what hateful opinions do you have that we can like lean into and play with? Completely.
And I just feel like they should can it with this. There's other ways to generate sparks. So the prompts are feral, which is the queen most likely to start a fight. I mean, I know that Cara said yes, she would, but like, did it feel a little microaggressive that they were all like, Cara? Or am I reading too much into this?
I struggled with that too, because I'm like, I want to be like hyper vigilant, but I was like, what the fuck?
Totally.
Like at first I initially was like, what? But I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading into it.
I don't know. Maybe anyone listening, maybe you can chime in if you feel like it. The next category is perfect, which drag queen is not as perfect as she thinks.
D-Delicious made sense, though.
Yeah.
No tea, because I'm like, she's Crystal's sister. You'd expect, like, mega, like, polish, and her wig's falling off.
And Tamara gets the winning bag, which she gets a Lucky Chew toy. It's a butt plug.
Girl, it's a butt plug.
Girl, it's a butt plug. A deep family story that doesn't make sense out of context. Rue then announces the Maxi Challenge as a design challenge with pet supplies. Like actual pet supplies.
Like actual pets.
And they'll need to turn these supplies into high fashion. And as the winner of the challenge, Tamara gets to choose one item that she'll use first. And she gets to, in a very top model style, bring a friend with her. To which then Dee Dee is like, who's going to help you in your challenge? And she's like, well,
devil in her ear.
I guess I'll get you. But it then cuts to Cara, who's like, bitch, I know how to sew. What do you mean you didn't
And
pick
also
me?
being like, I literally live with you.
Yeah.
We live under the same roof, and you did not pick me. So, like, what's...
Peck. This was very an echo down the road. It was PM and Hazel. Do you remember, like, they were such close friends, and PM's like, oh my god, you're gonna pick me, right? And Hazel's like, hey, so Sammy, or whoever it was that she picked.
Yeah.
And PM's like, what the hell? We're friends.
It is very that. And that is so interesting, because, like, part of me wonders, like, do you not want to feel like you're closed off to other, like, connections?
Mm-hmm.
And you only, like, are there with the people you already knew, like, trying to show, like, you're open to other people.
Yeah.
But then it is hard because it feels like you're disconnecting from the person you have existing in with.
Yeah. I don't know. You watch a lot more reality shows than I do. I kind of dabble. I feel like when you are on a show with someone you know, that is your best alliance in the room. Not trying to make new ones. You want to double down on whatever you've already got.
No, and I think that's the thing is, like, it is most important to lean into your existing alliances, so to say, because even if you have an existing alliance, if it seems like you're not nurturing your existing ones and only trying to establish more, it cheapens the existing relationships you have.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, she's just trying to get, like, an in anywhere she can get it. So, like, I'm not shit to her either if she's just trying to get, like, an alliance anywhere.
Totally. They bring in the editor-in-chief of British Vogue, Edward Enninful, who is really cool.
With his little dog.
His little dog, who is named Rue. And when he says, and this is Rue, inspired by Rue. Rue is standing there and puckers her lips like she is fully thinking, I know this bitch did not name their dog after me.
Literally.
If I found out that someone named their dog after me, I'd send them flaming poop.
Honestly, I'm like, that's fun. Name your dog after me. I want to name your child after me.
Right? That's so fair. And during walkthroughs, Edward, I think, is generally pretty helpful with everyone. But then Rue's like, okay, so it's been great that you've been nice to everyone. Let's do some drama. Hey, so why didn't you pick Cara? And she says something like, oh, well, I've never seen her sew anything, girl. I didn't know she even sewed. And Cara's like, girl, you knew I sewed. You've seen me make things.
This literally was like the amount of shit she probably did not realize she was starting with saying that.
Nor.
She pissed Cara all the way off.
What'd you think about this?
It was like she costed Cara like a job opportunity.
Oh my God.
Like she was about to be like a costumer for like this person. But she was like, she seemed very offended that she like discredited her fashion and sewing abilities in front of like a figure in that industry. That seemed to like really piss her off.
Yeah.
And also I think like it probably is, if there's an existing offense, I feel like you're also a little more sensitive or keen to further offenses. So I feel like with her initially being passed over by Tamara, she was probably looking for further offense, and then her speaking like negatively, not negatively, but like kind of shading her like that. She might have already had a sensitivity and being like, girl, what the fuck?
I feel like it goes to what you said in the last episode. I think Cara realized, crap, there's now a story moment. And it's either I lean into this and I make it a moment, or I shy away from it and just leave it alone. But I think Cara is too much of a TV-aware personality. You don't audition for Drag Race 6 times and not be a little aware that you're being watched.
True, and I will say, at least I feel like if that is, like, she was cognizant of that, turning it into a proper fight with Tamara is better than being, like, I guess the other side of that would be, like, to be, like, she asked me if the bus was still running, and I was supposed to ask her that. Like, being aware of the storyline, but in kind of like a woe is me way.
Totally.
Like, she brought up to this person that I can't sew, but like I can sew.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think it was better to turn it into a fight than trying to be like defeated or like awkward about it.
It's a tough position to be in because what do you choose?
Yes, but I would also just be annoyed in general. Like, I've never been there, but I think I'd be super paranoid.
Yeah, me too.
And if my roommate bestie was like not picking me for opportunities, shading me to the guest judge, I'd be like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, they're trying to send me home.
Literally, like this is a setup.
You'd be Thorgy. Like, they're trying to get me.
I fear I would be.
Yeah, I would too.
Giant guitar prop. Got it. Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
would
she gets
be.
a fan. Cool.
Yikes, I would be.
Yeah, no, I would too. Can I say, I feel like this fight was almost the worst of what I really hate about modern culture.
Oh.
Because this is so deep, and like, it really doesn't have to be. Tamara, in her defense, says, girl, it's not that deep. Which I feel like is a phrase that a lot of people use to kind of cast blame off of them to make you look like the more crazy person.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
you will clock someone else, say, girl, it's not that deep. Because then they don't have to be responsible for it anymore, even though they initiated something.
Yeah.
So then you going in on them again makes you look crazy. And it's like, I don't think anyone is cognizant of that, but that's really what ends up happening.
Yeah.
And then in fighting back, when Tamara says, well, then name something I've seen you make, Cara says, girl, I don't owe you anything. Well, yes, you do. And that's a phrase that I hate too. Both those phrases activate me because it's like, if you're going to make a deal out of something and say this is an issue, you do owe explanation on why it's a problem for you. You have to give an explanation. Otherwise, you don't have any right or justification to be upset. And if it's, well, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, then let that be the answer. But don't just say, I don't owe you anything. Girl, you're making a fight on TV in front of like 7 cameras. You 100%
you
owe
have
something.
to. You do have to follow through.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Where like, if you're starting it, you have to carry it out.
Totally.
But then it's also like, she probably is getting exhausted, if I had to assume, because it's like, I don't even think I have to fight to this extent with you. Like, you should be in my corner.
Yeah.
Why are you having to ask of me receipts, whatever, when
Right.
like you should just be my friend from the jump,
Totally.
not be throwing me under the bus or not like asking more of me.
And I think that would have been an acceptable response too. Like, why are you
True.
asking for receipts? You're my roommate and friend.
Well, and that's the thing is like, exactly, like it's about how you come back with it. Like, she doesn't have to say like, I don't owe you that, but it's like, why are you my roommate asking me for receipts? You know me, you live with me.
Yeah.
Why are you not being my ally right now?
Completely. And that would have been such a sufficient answer.
Yeah.
In reply to, well, what have I seen you make? Mm-hmm. You shouldn't even be asking me that right now. We're friends. You should just trust that
Or
I'm
even
telling
saying
you the
like,
truth.
why do I have to prove anything to you right now?
Yeah.
Like, you should be in my corner.
So let's get to the runway, because I think everything else beyond this is kind of just the typical, oh, I'm going to make this, I'm going to make that.
Yeah.
So the runway prompt is Pet Shop Couture. We have first out Kate Butch. What do you think about her look?
I think it's quite serviceable. I mean, it's like, what's the word? That's like a night. Well, she has matching luggage. It's weird because I'm like, it's like a cocktail dress, but also it's luggage.
Like jet set.
It's a patchwork of animal print. It is not cute, but it's well made.
Yeah,
And it weirdly works for her.
it does.
Because it's kitschy and like her red hair with the patchwork of animal print. It
Yeah.
all comes together in a weird way. Definitely safe,
Totally.
but serviceable.
Totally. It's like a white woman who's obsessed with animal print in Africa and made a Sally from Nightmare kind of a look for themselves.
Yes, totally. She uses shea butter on her body instead of lotion. Yeah.
Totally. Then we've got Banksy. It is such Trixie Mattel vibes, which I believe she did reference. I love this look.
Her 3 references sent me. She said, Trixie Mattel, Lady Bunny and Dakota Schiffer.
I love that.
Put
Perfect.
some respect on Dakota Schiffer's name. I
Yes.
loved that. She said the icon of Drag Race UK, Dakota Schiffer.
She's doing a series on TikTok right now showing upscaled versions of her old looks.
Dakota?
And making things. She's like making all of her costumes again and making them better. And she opened up her very first one saying, "So I don't ever plan on going back to Drag Race. I don't want to do it. Maybe someday in the future I'll change my mind, but right now I don't ever want to do it. So I'm going to make all my looks again and show you what I would do now." And they're really cute.
I would love to see her collab with someone like Naomi Smalls.
Yes.
Like, you know, Naomi's Head to Toe series?
Yeah.
I would love to see her collab with Dakota and have her as a guest on something like that.
I'm imagining it. That sounds so good. I love this look. I really enjoy the structure of it. I like the way that she created this textile with the hankies. It's Pride Month right now. Do you know what black hankies are?
I actually don't. I don't know what either of those colors are. Is there a white hanky meaning too?
It does. Yeah, every color has one. I believe white hankies are a little helping hand.
Okay.
And then
cute.
black is BDSM.
Oh, love that. Incredible.
So I kind of love the mix of these.
This
Pride
is
Month.
one of the most like sort of like innocent, like demure feminine looks for
Yeah.
Banksy, like in terms of silhouette and vibe. I think it would have been more impactful if we had known her entire package.
Oh, totally.
Because knowing what else she has, like this is very like not that she's unsophisticated, but she's a little more street. And this
Totally.
is very, I mean, her reference point, like someone like Dakota, like she's very like lady
Totally.
in this vibe. And I don't think that Banksy is huge on being like lady in her drag. So I thought this was very cute for her.
Yeah, me too. It's so cute. I loved her performance on the runway because she like did those like classic like doo-wop beachy dance moves. I lived. It was very cute. This is one of my favorite looks of the night.
I agree, definitely.
Then we've got Caramel, who is doing a bird inspiration.
Now, okay, I'll say.
Anytime you start a critique with "now," I know you're gonna go in.
Well, I struggle.
Yeah.
Because, like, yes, it is bad, but I feel like it's safe bad. I actually don't think this is bottom bad.
I don't think it is either.
I felt kind of bad that they put her in the bottom for it.
Because she had a storyline.
It's tea. And, like, their whole thing was why was the skirt not feather, which I agree with.
Sure.
And honestly, she would have been safe as fuck if it was a little, like, cocktail mini Scoochie dress.
Yeah.
In that length without the train, but the blue part was feather.
Ooh, yes.
Like a little cocktail dress, but it just had like a little feather drop off.
I could see that.
And it was like just feather all the way down, even if it didn't have a train or anything. Just a little feather Scoochie dress. I think that would have been safer than this. But
Completely.
I think that material disconnect was a loss. And then the pair on the shoulder is so hokey. Oh my God.
And the black bra is also really... Oh, no, that was...
Sasha Bell realness.
That was a strap for the bird, I think.
Sasha Belly.
Sasha Bell. Yeah, no. I think it's not the worst, but it's not great either.
It's not the best either.
Yeah. Then we have Ginger Johnson, which for me, the styling kills it a little bit. She says she was going for a gem in the holograms, but to me, it's like gem in the holograms, but make it flasher.
Not the flasher.
Because do you see how there's no panty underneath and it just ties at the waist? It's impressive she was able to make a coat dress, but I would have loved a mini dress or a mini skirt or something underneath it because it looks like she's about to open it up and then show you her entire vagina. Do you see what I mean?
No, I see what you mean. And I mean, also just like it's... I don't love in sewing challenges where you just make one solid monochrome garment that doesn't have a lot of like, even if it's super well made in silhouette, which that is, I can't see any of those details from even zooming in on the wiki. So it's like you have to almost just like add in different fabrics, different trims, like just like making something well sewn in one fabric is not the tea for me.
I would agree with that. You need to have a little bit of variety in your textures and material choices. Even if maybe she had somehow used that chain as piping somehow. That could have been cool.
Yeah, like the upper half had been different, some trim on the sleeves, like a jacket, something.
Yeah, and also, what do you think about the white shoes?
The shoes.
The shoes.
I didn't even look at the shoes, honestly. I was so distracted by that fuck-ass wig.
The wig is crazy. I look at the shoes a lot. And I'm
Well,
I'm
you
paying
should.
attention to those.
So my reason, I'm assuming her reasoning is there's that weird strap thing on either side of her boobs.
That's hanging off the chain.
So she tied it into that, but I think that is booty butt. She should just, even a black pump would have been better.
Black would have been, a gold pump would have been cool.
I think gold would have been the T.
Gold would have been great with this. It would have added some cool color. Next up is Alexis Saint Pete, who I think, actually, this is really cute. I love how bold the dress is. I really like the material choice that she used. I like this kind of like glittery net fabric. But I have 2 words. Doll pussy.
Doll puss. Are you having a funeral for your goldfish like me?
I love that she just chucked that fish on the ground. It was like Rose in Titanic. Oof.
Literally, it was a wild story.
Yeah.
It was a wild presentation. But do you think this was bottom?
No.
Okay,
I'm
wake it up.
so mad. This is actually really cute, and I love that tulle veil that she has. The story's fun. It's not badly made. I love the way that she's created that neckline. It's very, very cute. I just wish she had a piece of underwear on.
Do you think she was bottom 3 safe, or she shouldn't have even been bottom at all?
Safe. Completely safe.
Oh, shit.
She should not have been bottom. In my opinion, up until now, I mean, it's tough because I really like everyone that came before, but hold on, let me scroll through this. In my bottoms, personally, I mean, Naomi's a no-brainer. Tamara's bottom, and honestly, Vicky's bottom. Those were my bottom. I jumped really ahead. But, like, Alexis is safe here. I don't think she deserved a bottom placement. And I feel like she really broke out from last week, where her story was that she was getting in her head from other people's perception of her. This week, she chose to just be silly and goofy and do a story that no one else would think of. She created a really cute dress. She just had her puss out. Like, yeah, that's a problem, but, like, did it kill the garment?
She just had her puss out. I'm just over here playing with my pussy. George's tweet.
Next we have... Wait, hold on. I didn't ask. Did you think this was bottom?
Alexis?
Mm-hmm.
I could see it being low.
Okay.
I would say this is an interchangeable low. I'll get to who my other 2 options are, but I could see it. Mm-hmm. We'll get there. I don't know if she's straight up safe. Mm-hmm. I think I could see this being low before I could see Kara's being low.
Totally.
But I don't think either of them should have been low.
No, maybe. Neither one of them should have been lip syncing.
We'll get into it.
Next up, we have Miss Naomi Carter. Woof.
Now, let's talk about who should have been low. This is like a top tier ultimate, like, awful sewing challenge look. And I love it. I love it. This is like an ultimate bottom boot nasty, like, terrible sewing challenge look. The long orange dreads with the grill, with the green bra, with the yellow, like, weird hip wrap thing, with the single pussy floss. Everything about it.
It's so bad.
The grill on top of it was, like, iconic to me because she had to, like, her trying to justify it, and she had to, like, spit it out. Like, I don't know why she thought a grill saved this. She was like, yeah, this kind of girl would wear a grill.
The girl who wears her vagina out in the daytime. Nothing says pet shop couture like vagina.
Her braids cover her up more than her sewn look does.
I mean, she could have just come out with the braids covering up her entire body.
That's the thing, too, is the braids are kind of everything. This, like, knee, it's longer than her knee. It's like ankle length orange braids.
I'm obsessed.
Which I think are so cool.
Yeah.
If she had a strappy green look all the way down and it was like orange and green, I think that'd be a really fun contrast.
Yeah. Like a little cable dress almost.
But the waist down is actually pure evil.
It really is. It really freaking is. Just pull a Dallas DeVille and put on a freaking
Dallas
skirt.
DeVille?
Dallas DeVille. Put on a skirt you already owned. You know? Just at that point.
If you're going to be low anyways, you might as well be low in shit that covers you. You might as well be low in shit that looks good on you.
So did you make that dress? No. I already own the whole thing, but it would have been this or show them the underwear.
Is that like a power move? I've been like, listen, I knew I was going to be up here anyways. I didn't want to have my puss out. So I put on this little skirt. What about it? Like, yeah, I had this American Apparel tennis skirt. I didn't want my booty butt out. And I knew that I was going to be read by y'all anyways. So I like to be read without my booty butt out.
Honestly, that'd be so iconic. I'd have to stand just for that pure reason. Next, we have Dee Dee Licious. I like Dee Dee.
Next. I actually thought this was good.
I really like the construction of it. I hate that you can see her nipples. And then
Yeah, weak point. I love a queen who is 20 and does drag like they're 40.
Me too.
She's on that 40-year-old drag queen wavelength, and I love that for her.
It's funny because, like, I mean, there's only one season of King of Drag, but I'm waiting for someone who's 20 years old who comes out and is like, I'm a DILF in drag, and they're only 20. Like, I want to know what a lesbian's perspective is of what a DILF is to them. Because I look at drag like this, and I'm like, this is what you think a MILF looks like? It's iconic, but, like, this is what you think a MILF looks like. I love it. And her performance with the dog was fun. Next is Tamara Thomas. Double woof.
So, yeah. She got first pick, too, which I think weakens her point.
Yeah.
Because she got to pick these pink feathers, which are the best part of it.
Mm-hmm.
The yellow, I mean, the color combo is fine, but she just did not build enough around the feathers. Like, she really could have done more.
And when your center inspiration for what you made your concept on, that you built little fans to cool yourself off in primary school, that's your source of inspiration?
Girl.
For a pet shop look?
Well, and even, like, as she was picking fabric, she originally had, like, if I remember correctly, she had a pink velour, which Dee Dee talked her out of, but I kind of saw the vision, because, like, so she picked a pink velour, and I was like, imagine if she had done, like, a pink, like, nighttime,
those were all
like,
of her materials.
As they were, like, even, like looting, like, the materials, she, like, had this material where it could have been almost, like, I pictured like a nighttime like bedspread where it's like pink feathers, like a broken down pillow, and then like pink velour, like a bedspread, and it's like you have a bedspread around you with like down like feathers like scattered all over, and like pillows, and like I don't know. What she went with was very like
Craft project.
Miami, but like not on the stage, in the audience.
Oh, you're so right. Plus, I've aired out my grievance. I don't want to see people's nipples. I don't want to see a nipple cover.
Okay, and it's like you get a bonus point if your nipple's covered and you have a little pasty, but that, I'm like, I want to see it regardless.
Right. Ain't nobody want to see the doll titties. Twisted Jasmine Masters. This was bottom for me. This was bottom 2.
Dragon.
I really like the color choice, though. I will say that. It's very nice color choice. Also, are these not Darlene Mitchell shoes just with a cut in the front for the toesies?
It was before we started hating them.
I don't see what's wrong with these shoes.
I never had beef with Darlene's shoes.
Me either.
If I was a drag queen, those would absolutely be the kind of shoes I'd be wearing.
Totally.
And I'd be like Darlene, like pointing at them like, hate it, Michelle, eat it up. Yeah.
Next is Michael Maruli. This is classic drag.
Yes, As for One Day. Blue bodysuit.
As for One Day, go to jail.
Yeah, the Sayonara Koino Fubuki. The blue hood.
Who doesn't listen to Momo is like, what the fuck?
What are they on? I liked it. I mean, it's very 80s. Something about that like black hair with the blue bodysuit is so 80s to me.
Do you live? Because I do.
I kind of live in a crazy way. Like,
It's kind of Shania too.
I feel like she should be like writhing around to electric guitar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's like on like a cage or a stage, and like
Electro
she's
cabaret?
just like she's like electro cabaret. Yes, exactly. She's like swinging her hips and writhing around sexually to
Yeah.
like electric guitar. It's very much giving this.
I see that. Black Velvet.
Yeah, Black Velvet and no, stop. All right.
Black Velvet, Electro Cabaret. Next is Vicky Vivacious, another bottom 3 for me. I really don't like this.
I like the hat. I don't
Yeah.
like anything else.
She says she's inspired by Malibu Barbie, which I think this may be
No.
where Michelle's hatred starts.
This Toontown ass outfit.
Down online. I think that she did a great job lining up the star pattern, but it's literally just a bra, a panel, and for not even like a full skirt. It's a panel of a skirt and a corset.
How do you feel about the weird, like, the skirt is tied to her wrist?
What? Yeah, like a leash kid.
Well, because that is a thing where, like, if the skirt is long enough and it has a tail, you can kind of tail it up into your cuff.
Sure.
And then, like, you're pulling up your skirt as you walk, but it has, like, cool movement to it. But this is, like, a mini dress. So, like,
It's not even a mini, it's a panel.
the skirt is, like, yeah, it's just one skirt. It's actively getting pulled up to the side by this, like, weird wrist thing.
I don't like that. I don't like any of it.
Don't like it. Don't like that. She also is giving me, like, no, that's hateful. Should I cut that out?
What is she giving you?
If this was Drag Race US, like, she would be in red, white, and blue every week. And I hate that shit.
Fully. No, I hear that. You know what I will say, and I will give her credit to? I like that she used that pink rope as a piping. I think that's cool.
Yes.
I do like that.
I like when queens know how to make trim.
Yes.
I feel like trim is not stressed enough in drag. Like,
Right.
the way that just, like, a little accessorizing with, like, a weird trim can, like, liven up a look so much.
And she did the same thing with the fringe, too. It's the same kind of color palette.
Yeah.
That's a cool eye for detail. I just don't like what the outfit is.
I don't
It's not
like what she
much.
has an eye for.
Exactly.
She has a good eye. I just don't like what she has an eye for.
100%. So Rue calls Kate, Ginger, Michael, and Vicky as safe, along with the Bigfoot Queen that we won't bring up because we don't know her name. Banksy's high, Kara's low, Alexis is low, Naomi is low, and Dee Licious is high, Tamara's high.
I feel like at least one of the safe girls was low.
At
I'll
least.
say that.
I will also say, too, scroll back up to Alexis's really quick. Rue says that her neckline is wonky.
Okay,
Is she blind?
because she was trying to say, like, because it's like a geometric, like,
Geometric is here?
it's a geometric sort of like diamond print.
Yeah.
The way she cut it into her neck looked uneven, but I don't necessarily see that because even the way that it spread into her neck, it was, yes, the diamond shape, quote unquote, was like pulled, but like she did it as good as she could have with that fabric.
Yeah.
I feel like, I guess the weakest point of this look was the slit. But I think also, like, it was kind of more perspective weakened it than anything, because she was like, it is a funeral. It is my goldfish funeral. This is like a sad look. And then she has pussy slit. So I feel like if she had just been like, I'm like a debutante, like, period.
Yeah. Maybe if the slit wasn't so high, and maybe if she had panties, maybe it wouldn't have been such a big deal.
Panties.
Panties, bitch. Banksy is called as a winner, which I completely agreed with, and I was very happy because I wasn't sure if it was going to go to Dee Dee. Or not
Doo-doo.
Dee Dee.
To Doo-doo.
Yeah, Dee Dee. I thought it was going to go to Doo Doo.
Which, I mean, would have been an interesting, like, turnaround edit. But as we watch the rest of the season, they're not going to give Dee Dee all that.
Yeah. I think that it should have been Tamara and Naomi. It should have been the bottom two.
I think for me, the bottom is like, Naomi's like the clear bottom,
Yeah.
respectfully. I think she know too, but that pussy slit was just unforgivable. But I kind of feel like even Ginger could have been down there.
Totally.
Like, part of me thinks, like, is this hateful to say like Naomi, Ginger, Tamara, bottom three?
No, that's not hateful.
And then like, yeah, like Tamara and Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Tamara would have sent Naomi home.
Yeah.
But then like, I feel bad because I also love Naomi. So
Me
I was
too.
glad that she stayed because she's so dope. And I was,
Yeah.
I was really bummed that she did bad this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like how I felt with Lala Ree with the bag ball of like, well, this is a like undeniable, like catastrophic flop.
Yeah.
But this is a queen I really like.
Totally.
And that happens a lot with the sewing challenges is usually
Totally.
the queen who beefs it the hardest is the queen you actually care about.
Yeah, 100%. You know, this is my tea, and I would love if any UK fans would like to jump in. It's something I've noticed over the years that is a constant problem. There's a lot of POC that are not cast. And I've been told from people that live in the UK, it's not for lack of POC queens applying.
Existing, yeah,
and
being out there.
They are applying and they're asking, but Drag Race doesn't cast them. And sometimes, a lot of times, it feels like they will choose a fierce, specifically black performer. Like, I'm thinking Astina Mandela, Tace, Tia, Naomi, Vanity Milan. And they will, and from what I was told, Nyong Bella was kind of this archetype as well, in the most recent, that they are doing okay. They've got a great personality, but they'll just constantly stick them in the bottom over and over and over again, just to like whack people out of the competition for whatever archetype and trope they're trying to share. I feel like Naomi was meant to be that person again, that they were just going to keep shoving into the bottom to knock out other people and follow this archetype that Drag Race UK does in a very stereotypical way. And I don't like that very much.
No, not at all. I mean, it's very like, I mean, I'm obviously not the community that's being affected by this, but it'd be demoralizing to feel like we have less opportunities. And when we have the chance to be there, we are already at a disadvantage.
Totally.
Because that's kind of what's seeming to happen to these queens is like, they're getting that chance less often than others. And when they are there, they're a storyline, they're an archetype, they're a part of something. And it's just like they never get to have a fair shake like the others.
Yeah.
And it's like they're already getting even just casted and included at a lower rate. So it's a bummer that every time they are brought in, it's for a reason and
It's
not
like
a good one.
Latinos on mainline Drag Race, for me.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's like you cast this group of queens specifically to be an archetype, and I don't like that. And it's like Willem said this one time on the Beatdown: once is an instance, twice is a hobby.
Yes.
It's like I could forgive it maybe one time if it was just Tace that they did that too, and Tace had a bunch of bogus bottom placements. But then you have Tia that suddenly ends up in a ton of bottom placements, and then Vanity the next season, and then we've got it happening again to other queens in the future, and it's like, damn. It's now starting to look purposeful.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. It's also weird just because like on regular drag, that sounds hateful, regular drag race. On US drag race, I feel like queens of color are such we're privileged to have so many of them.
Yeah.
And typically making up a quarter to sometimes even a half of the season. And they bring so much as they always do. So then it's weird to watch another franchise where the distribution is different and they're being utilized different. Like,
yeah,
I just feel like on US Drag Race, like that is one thing of like queens of color, there's not really as much of an agenda. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like every contestant on every reality show is going to get used for a reason.
completely.
But like, I feel like we are very lucky that we live in America and we have such an amazing like melting pot of different cultures and ethnicities, like in every walk of life and every profession, including drag. And so our casts usually are very diverse.
Right.
But then we watch other seasons and it's like, if there is a queen who looks different, is different, that is like a talking point. There's jokes being made about it. There's storylines being made about it. And it's like, obviously that happens in the US too a lot, but it's just like, it's different to see it handled differently from franchise to franchise.
Completely.
I guess is what I mean is like, there's always going to be a different approach to it in the storyline, in the episode to episode, and how they're being judged and how they're, you know, being edited with everyone else. Like, It is interesting to see.
Yeah, and just for legal purposes, we're merely commenting, not implying anything, of course.
No, this is all satirical.
So
This is all parody. This is all parody and satirical, doll.
It reminds me a lot of the Lolita Banana conversations that were happening on France 1.
Yeah.
Where it was like, you have this queen who is different than everyone, and they're like sort of low-key being made fun of every week.
Yeah, no, totally.
Among this cast that are more French than they are, but you didn't cast this girl to be French. You cast her to be a Mexican queen in France.
Exactly.
And it's like, you know, like you mentioned, every series handles the diversity game a little different. And the kind of range that we'll see, Germany, we just saw celebrated extensively queens like Pandora and Kelly, who were different than the rest of the group. Even Victoria got flowers a lot of times. You know, they didn't treat them like they were less than everybody else.
Okay, so here's what I'll say is you can't control if the cast is rotted and they make someone feel like they don't belong.
Totally.
That's the cast.
Absolutely.
But why would you, the show,
right,
cast somebody and then manufacture the show to make that person that you casted feel like they don't belong or they shouldn't be there?
That part. Like they did with Nikki in season 12, Nikki Doll. Making fun of her accent and pronunciation of things all the time. Yeah, doing that, and like the producer that was like, wait, what? Hummus? You mean hummus? Oh, yes, hummus. Like, yeah. You're
but
very
it's like you knew who was going to be there.
Yeah.
And that can go to so many different circumstances and people and situations. But it's like, obviously, yeah, like the cast, if they single someone out or they bully them or they say something about them, like that's them, you can't control that. But it's like if you brought these people on, you saw what they were offering and invited them, and then suddenly like you're creating this situation to feel like they shouldn't be there. It's like, well, you brought them here, why are you doing that?
Yeah, totally. It doesn't really make sense to me. So the lip sync song is going to be between Alexis and Naomi, and they're gonna sing lip sync Hot in It. I love this song.
I had never heard this song, but it's funny because it was pre like Charlie blow up.
Totally.
Because obviously she's an it girl now, but this was pre Brat. I've never heard this song.
I've heard it in a million DJ sets. It's so good.
Oh.
But this to me, this is a DJ song. This is something that you'll listen to with other songs.
It's a mixed song.
Totally. This is like, it comes on, you're like, oh my God, Hot in It. And it's like a 35, 40-second cut before it transitions to something else. This is all horrid lip sync song.
That is a hard part with drag mixes of like, with mixes, again, where maybe you do the part that's lip syncable, and then it goes to something else. They want to do a Drag Race lip sync song, so they pick a song where it's like, oh, well, a lot of girls like this song, or I hear this a lot in the clubs, but then there's like that 2-minute stretch that is completely unlip syncable.
Tonight I'm gonna be rocking it, shake my ass non-stopping it, I look hot in it, I look hot in it, and then it repeats again. That's not lip syncable.
Yeah, those kind of EDM songs where it's literally just like a phrase or a word over and over again over a beat. Like, yes, you can perform that, but like, I don't think songs like that are intended to have a human lip syncing along for 4 minutes. It's meant for you to dance in the club with like your mind like away on drugs.
And a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
What did you think about their performances?
I thought it was good. I think Alexis had a rough start, and that just like lost her because she had problems with her shoe. She's trying to get her shoe back on. I don't know what's going on, but Naomi was in it from the beginning.
Yeah.
And she was just ready to like throw it down.
Totally.
And Alexis caught up, and she had a really good performance in the second half.
Yeah.
But she stumbled so much in the beginning that I feel like it was kind of a sealed deal. You know what I mean?
Completely. She like Jimbo'd.
Yeah. Oh.
A little hokey pokey falling. Like,
did you mean to throw it? Yeah.
Did you mean to lip sync so hokey pokey? And Naomi is called safe and Alexis is out, which I agree. I would love to see her on a Versus World.
That'd be fun. Oh my God, Holland versus the
Holland
world.
versus the world. Oh my God.
Daza.
Can I say, I'd just like to get just ahead of this. So next week when we jump in, we're going to be talking about episode 3, where it seems like literally overnight the queen got kicked out. the extra queen.
Queen who shall not be named.
Because they walk in and there's literally, I'll show you right now because I started watching it ahead of time. You see her for a split second. Literally
in the back,
like
yeah.
Boogeyman. That like, she's a blur, but she's there. It's literally like
a ghoul.
A ghoul. It's like a small cut of someone that's there. And they walk in, they do their, how do we feel about last week? Cuts to the next day and she's gone. Because you can see the full pan out from this point forward. So like they cut her overnight. I don't understand why they didn't maybe go back and like refilm the lip sync and just be like, can Shantae, you both stay? And then like have them refilm their workroom stuff and then just have Alexis come back. Like I don't get why they didn't just do that.
I didn't think about that.
Because they do a top 2 in the next week. The next week is the girl group. And they were very clearly built to be like Spice Girl themed.
Yeah.
Should have been 5 and 5. So they should have just reshot. Been like, well, I mean, Alexis is at the hotel packing right now. We kicking out this other girl and telling them not to bring her up at all. Let's just come in the next day, do an early Ivory versus Rita style lip sync.
Yeah.
Get them all back in their drag they were in and say, Shantae, you both stay. Have them go, do their fake untucked, get out of drag.
I mean, like
and
they
start the
did
new
with
day.
apparently with Art and Coco.
Totally. Yeah. Why didn't they just do that?
That would have been interesting because, like, I feel like also Alexis would have done well.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you've done those kinds of, like, simulators before of, like, what would happen if this person kept going.
Yeah.
But, like, a simulator of this season, if they kept Alexis and she had done the girl group challenge, which she might have been safe for.
Yeah.
And then someone else would have been in the bottom. Like, who knows?
Who
it could have been a
knows?
totally different season and trajectory.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm confused by that choice because literally it's overnight. This girl is gone. Because the wide shot happens immediately the next day. And I remember looking at it being like, oh, wait, we're back to normal camera now. We're not doing weird pan-ins.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, next week we will talk about the next couple episodes of Drag Race UK Season 5. Thank you for listening to our thoughts. Any final thoughts about this string now that we're back into it?
This is, I mean, I think part of it was I did watch this during the Drag Race fatigue.
Yeah, same.
But so far, this is a very fun season of UK. I mean, UK is always fun.
Yeah.
But I don't remember this one, like, I guess standing out.
Yeah, same.
But so far, I've had such a great time watching it.
Yeah, me too. This charming little cast.
Yes,
Very
totally.
charming. Thank you all so much for listening. Remember, you're doing a great job. You're doing the best you can. And that is all you can do. Goodbye.
Bye.